Making It. Making It was a sitcom from the late 70s that aired on ABC. It was about a college student from New Jersey who worked at an ice cream shop who would frequently go to a disco club, which is the main setting of the show. If that sounds generic, it's because it was. Audiences at the time didn't seem to gravitate towards the show, and it was canned after 9 episodes. Or possibly 8, since the plot synopsis of episode 9 is very similar to episode 7, and with the unreliability of these kinds of things, some people think someone down the line misremembered the episodes of the show. As of now, the only available episode is episode 6. The rest of the show is lost. Seal to Wales. Seal to Wales was an Atari 2600 game released in Europe in 1983. That date is notable because it's the year of the crash in the video game industry in the United States. As such, it's unknown if this game ever got a North American release, though if it didn't, the cause would be pretty obvious. The premise of the game is that you're a whale whose job it is to hit seals. While that premise might be basic, that was a case for a lot of Atari shovelware titles of the time, which is what led to the video game crash of '83. The only information known about this game was its release in Europe in 1983, and this screenshot, which seems to be some of the only evidence supporting this game's existence.
Fox announces the biggest thing ever!
All right, let's see what you got, Fox.
It's Family Guy Online, a new free-to-play game launching soon. Say what?
Family Guy Online. Family Guy Online was an MMORPG set in the fictional town of Quahog, Rhode Island, the setting of the show Family Guy. Featuring customizable characters in the Family Guy art style, players could move around the town to complete missions given to them by characters from the show. In 2013, the game was shut down, and to this day it's unplayable. Some assets from the game were uploaded to Mega by a Lost Media Discord user, but there exists no playable version of the game online today, and there probably never will again. Boondocks. One of Adult Swim's most successful shows was Boondocks, but actually, the process of Adult Swim acquiring Boondocks was quite complicated. Creator Aaron Magruder tried to make a pilot for Fox, but kept running into roadblocks with the restrictive nature of television animation. And as Fox rejected Magruder's pilot, Adult Swim picked it up, and it became the series we know today. As of now, only 21 seconds of that pilot has surfaced, and there have been no plans to release the pilot by Magruder. Something of note about this pilot is that the art style seems to be a bit different. However, it's unknown if this is because of budgetary constraints, executive meddling, or because of a creative choice.
I told them you didn't start the fight, but they wouldn't.
It's okay. No good deed goes unpunished.
Thank you.
Oh, hell no! You got a sandwich from that hoe?
Deeks. Deeks.com was a website for promotional games centered around Dairy Queen mascots called Deeks, who were anthropomorphic soft serves. The player could create their own and generate points by doing certain tasks that would yield real-world prizes, including Dairy Queen coupons. In 2013, this format was changed and replaced with a set of flash games the user could play. While it's needless to say that the user's progress was completely gone upon the format change, in 2017 the Deeks site and all its flash games were gone altogether. Now, typing Deeks.com into your browser just redirects to the Dairy Queen website. Sailormouth. The SpongeBob episode Sailormouth has garnered a lot of popularity and controversy from those who missed the point. The episode has SpongeBob and Patrick swearing, which is censored by dolphin noises. But actually, the voice actors really did swear when they recorded those lines. and so the existence of the uncensored version was up in the air for quite a while. Tom Kenny did say in an interview that the raw uncensored audio is out there, but Nickelodeon likely doesn't want it to be released.
To bottom. Wow! Oh, my foot! What? Genius, what a rocket of path! Can't you see I got a foot here? Oh! No, hold on.
Lego Go. Lego Go was a Russian game show in which participants would compete in a series of Lego construction challenges, such as assembling a kit without instructions. The show lasted from 1995 to 1998, and then rebooted as KB Legonaut in 2000. Currently, all episodes of the show are lost, and there do seem to be some low-quality VHS recordings and some screenshots floating around, but nothing close to a watchable episode. In fact, at the time, VHSs in Russia were hard to come by due to their high cost, and with the lack of reruns or home media releases, it's unlikely many other people recorded episodes of this show.
Do you have what it takes to beat the Cube?
The Cube. Some of you might know The Cube with Dwayne Wade, which is a game show similar to Minute to Win It, in which contestants win money by completing simple tasks in a cube. The game show was actually a British game show that aired in 2009, but before the Dwayne Wade version was made, there was a previous attempt to localize the show in the United States with Neil Patrick Harris. A pilot was created, but nothing ever came of it, and the footage I just showed you is the only available footage of the 2010 pilot. Obviously the show would get made eventually, but not in the way audiences originally intended, or the network for that matter. The Irate Gamer game. I've already mentioned Chris Bohr's appearance on Hardcore Pawn in this series, but that isn't the only piece of lost media involving him. Once upon a time, his series The Irate Gamer was well known, and not always for the right reasons. He was accused of being a ripoff of the Angry Video Game Nerd, and his videos were accused of being low quality. He still did have a sizable fanbase in the early 2010s, and that manifested itself in an iOS game back in 2013. The game was a platformer whose story was pretty simple. Get the game collection back from the Shadow Overlord. The game wasn't received very well though. It was accused of being repetitive, difficult, and an overall bad game. And on top of that, the game seemed to be a reskin of an existing iOS game, Commander Cool. The game didn't even last a year before its poor reception caused the developer to remove it from the Apple App Store. Sonic 06. Have you ever wondered why Sonic 06 was so infamously bad? Well, there exists a theory out there that is corroborated by some details found in and around the game. Before I get into this though, I'd like to state outright that some of the things I'm about to mention are speculation, and some are verifiable facts. With that out of the way, let's sort this mess out. The development of Sonic 06 does seem to be a weird confluence of a bunch of unfortunate events that just happened to make this game what it ended up being. First off, the head of Sonic team just decided to leave during the development of Sonic 06. And when a team of people you're leading is completely left on their own without any kind of guidance, that can tend to make them lose focus on the objective. And even then, the objective itself seemed a bit fuzzy. As the Wii was found to be less powerful than the Xbox 360 and PS3, some of the team went off and developed Sonic and the Secret Rings. Compounding this, the team that stayed to work on Sonic 06 kept having problems with the Xbox 360 and PS3, and having frequent crashes. Because of the deadline they had been working under, what got shipped to consumers was an earlier, more incomplete version of Sonic 06, and so the full version is now considered lost. This is supported by some items in the instruction manual not even being present in the final game. In fact, the game we know now as Sonic 06 only slightly resembles what was seen in the trailers. It's unknown how far back in production they went to get the earlier version of Sonic 06 that got put on store shelves.